Hello, costume designers. Now that you've made a human form and you've got that perfected, now it's time to put some costumes on these characters. So we're going to do a brief tutorial doing a woman figure and give her some clothes to put on there that are appropriate for her character. Now once you've done the form, costuming is pretty easy peasy. The first thing you're going to need is research, inspiration. So I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to do some steampunk characters because they're interesting. I'm going to use this young lady here as my model for the woman. And she has a corset on, that's why I'm doing it. Corsets are really good at accentuating waist on female forms, so that'll make an interesting costume and an interesting sketch. Okay, I'm going to take this and put it off camera. You probably won't see this, but I'm going to tape it to the board so I'll have this the whole time as a reference. Okay, but trust me that it's there. Alright, again I'm going to do this sideways, so if I mess up, bear with me. The first thing I'm going to do is the corset. You know what? I'm going to put this right here so you guys can see it too. Obviously I'm not editing these tutorials, or we'd cut that middle part right out. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Alright, corsets, remember, anything that is strapless or anything that's low cut like this, it's going to follow the line of the breast. So we're going to have a swoop up, a swoop down. We're going to cheat it in a little bit, and I'm going to use an eraser here because you can draw with erasers. Whoop, right end of eraser. Kind of bring the bust line in a little bit because of support. And then I'm going to accentuate the waist because corsets, as you know, are meant to sink at the waist. Now you can kind of see it's right below or right above the crotch line. So I'm going to boost it out a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Now she's got a mid-length skirt that comes about mid-calf. So what I'm going to do, as you can see also, I am putting the clothes on the outside. They don't stick. They're not sprayed onto the body. So bring them out just a little bit, please. We like to poof skirts out a little bit if we can. So you can see, whoop, just like that. This is fairly tight. Take it down. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a curve up, down around the knee, a little curve there. Curve down again, just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is come around the back side. Now, if you can see this, you can see that the curve of the dress, and let's erase this so we don't have that distracting line, follows, kind of pooches out or comes down, makes that what? Convex? I don't know. It's a downward curve to show it kind of wrapping around the knees. This gentle line of S-curves is very good for denoting fabric and the hang of fabric. Okay. I think I made it kind of cheated because I don't have to do the arms at all, so that's interesting. But I am going to develop them a little bit. I want to just erase. I'm not going crazy with this, but I am going to erase a few extraneous lines. Gentle slope of the shoulders. There we are. Okay, now she's got this leather wraparound, so we're going to add that. I'm going to lighten these lines just a little tiny bit. Again, you can kind of see it's going to go over. Cheat up a little bit. Don't put this, plaster this right onto the shoulder. Cheat up. Again, if you look, it kind of follows the contour of the bust line. Whee! It goes around, kind of like a sash. There we go. Other side, you can see up above, underneath. And it looks like she's got something. I'm going to put like a bow there. So just kind of a leather, but why not? There we go. Okay, we are costuming the hell out of this. Give it some lines. Okay, there we have it. Now, excuse me. I don't know if you can see this. Let me cheat this in. And I'll put these on canvas so you can use these as a guide. She's got these boots on. I like these shoes here, so I'm going to use those. That's very simple. Just a little bit of a curve. They're probably high heels, but I'm not going to worry about that. Just where foot is, I'm going to put a dark circle there to show where she puts her toes in. Just a couple of quick lines for strap. Point them a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, last but not least, she has a hat on. She's got kind of that pork pie hat, or that wide, well, she's got a pork pie. She's got this sort of, I'm not sure what you would call that, a shallow crown hat with this brim. I like the cloche hat. This is kind of 20s steampunk. So I'm going to go with the cloche. So we're going to up to the head. Again, let me bring this a little closer in. You can see where the cloche is hitting. It's right there above the eye. So I'm going to be really going to do a little line. Has the tiniest of brims. You can see I'm going to bring it up a little higher. I'm going to cheat it out because she's got some curls going on. And remember, with hair, do not draw individual hairs. That way lies madness. Make it a mass. Coming out. She's got a little cockade or something here. Let me sharpen my pencil. Incidentally, when you're doing this, sharpen pencils often. Keep them sharp. There's nothing that's going to make your drawing look better than a nice sharp edge on your pencil. So keep doing it. More rather than less. Be a little anal about it. Okay. Thin up her eyes. I'm going to give her some lipstick. There we go. There's my figure. Now, you can do some detail work. I have one that's already completed. You can see here. I put some quilting in. You can see this, you can see that. From the corset, a little detail. And then, if you can see this, she has this argyle pattern. So I put that on her dress. Now, a lot of times when you're drawing on fabric, to save time, you'll want to just draw straight lines. That's okay, I guess, but it looks a little more better if you do it as a series of crosshatches to note the fabric of the weave. She's got two tones on this. You can see she's got a diagonal pattern, and then there's a seam line when you read what we like to call style lines, as you will see when you look over the PowerPoint presentation. Which can be a straight line, but just give some squiggle in there to show, oh, this is fabric. And of course it follows the contour of the body. There. Alright, let's go back to this young lady for a second. I'm going to give her just some lines here to show that she has hands. And then I want to accessorize her a little bit. She doesn't have accessories in the picture, but it's my drawing, and I think, well, if I'm going to do a true kind of steampunk young lady, or I guess flapper punk, we're going to add some bells and whistles. I'm going to do a little jewelry. I'm going to do this as a series of little circles, like that, and we'll pin it. I could keep going, You know, she's got this, she could have a tattoo or something in there, so forth and so on. And there you have it. You have a sketch of a female character. Now, the last thing you're going to do, excuse my head, is you need to label these. Using a straight edge to put 2 lines. And what I'm going to do here, this is going to be hard to do, but I'm going to try to do it sideways. Remember, always when you do dimensioning, printed caps, always. This is non-negotiable. If you use cursive or lowercase letters, I'm going to count off because that is not best professional practices. We will not have that. It's lazy. It's sloppy. It denotes you as an amateur, and you are not amateurs or lazy or sloppy. So always, guideline, not cursive, uppercase only. You are the designer. Again, I'm not as neat as I need to be because I'm doing it sideways, but still not bad. I am not David Carter. I am not Dave. I am never, ever Davey. I am D. Carter. So first initial, last name. Okay, now one last thing before I let you go. We need a male character kind of as well. So here I have the counterpart, and I just want to have him drawn out already. Just want to show you a couple of things, and then we're going to draw the hat on his head. So let's do a little switch out here. Bear with me, we're almost done. Let me get my guy. Whoop. Lost my light, I see. I have a feeling I might have to do this again, but we'll see. Turn that off since it's useless. Needs one extra piece of tape. There we go. Okay, again, that's up there, but that's okay. Male form, D. Carter. Okay, hat. Again, it's kind of a jaunty. Start with the brim line. It's right above his eyes, right about there. Just straight across. And the lips. Probably at an angle there. There we go. And then a little flare out. Hat band, just squiggly lines. And I'm going to give him a little goatee. Again, a solid shape. Okay, we're not going to talk about shading. We'll save that for the quote residency unquote, and about rendering and so forth. But this will kind of get you the idea. Oh, one more thing I want to say. You can see on this gentleman, he has a shirt that's a little bit blousy, which is fine. So remember, keep it kind of loose. Where there's a bend at the elbow or at the knees, a lot of times we'll put like a little zigzag. And I have some documents that I put in Canvas showing you this. That denotes the wrinkle. Also, if it goes into a cuff like this, the shirt will have wrinkles. You can see going into these argyles, these +4s, will have wrinkles coming up that way. Okay, well, I hope this helps. Please let me know if you have any questions. And good luck doing your characters. I look forward to seeing them. Thank you.